So there are ponies and unicorns, obviously, and Pegasus, and the unicorns have magic, but the ponies don't, so it's like no mages and magic users can like get together and be friends, and there's 6 of them, and they're like really good friends, and they go on these grand epic quests, and it's one of them has this really big library that I kind of drool over, and it's all on Netflix. So would you be interested?
What are you doing?
Hello, my witches and wizards. This is Professor Rowan. I'm coming to you today to discuss the new Brilliant event, part 2 of our Brilliant Baby Creatures Brilliant events. This will be running from July 14th through July 21st, starting at 11 a.m. my time and ending at 11 a.m. my time zone. This section of the Brilliant Baby Beasts is going to be fairly focused on the fortresses. Try to say that 5 times fast. First off, here's the things that always happen with Brilliant events, or at least currently. Brilliant events will be dropping energy on the map. That energy will be 5 energy each. There will be 1.5k port keys for this event. Those port keys will be giving you specific items only available through that port key or by completing the bonus task. There will be a free store pack. This store pack will have enough ingredients to brew your own tonic for trace detection, as well as some snowdrop, which is good, I can never have enough of that, and of course some more spell energy. This Brilliant event, however, will not have any particular foundables boosted on the map. I know personally I was really hoping that Buckbeak would be boosted, since Hagrid had been, and I need Buckbeak to prestige that page, so I was hoping, but alas, no particular foundables will be boosted for this event. Except, of course, like the Brilliants. They're everywhere, usually. With that in mind, let's get into what you will be finding, your Brilliant foundables that you will find. First off, since I've already mentioned the port keys, there are Brilliant tentacles of the giant squid that will be coming from the port keys. You will be needing 5 of those, or defeat the bonus challenge, whichever is more convenient or easier or most applicable to you. The wizarding challenges will see you finding baby horned serpents, my house creature, which just makes me excited. I've seen the adult ones before. I've always wanted like a horned serpent core wand. I just thought that would be so cool to get. I'm really off topic, sorry. You will need to collect 3 of those baby horned serpents. And that is actually also part of your quests. Speaking of quests, you will be getting 2 foundables for completing sections of the quest, usually section 2 of 4 and 4 of 4. Those will be a baby Demiguise and a baby Grendelo. There also will be 2 more Brilliant foundables on the map. Baby animals. We have only 2 baby animals, they most likely are, so I'm pretty sure you've already guessed that they're going to be the baby Hippogryph and the baby unicorn. As usual, for the ones seen in the wild, you will be needing 15 each in order to place their image. However, considering the Brilliant event usually has you collecting so many of them as part of the tasks, it shouldn't be that big of a difficulty. That does mean, since the foundables from the last Brilliant event will also be part of this part 2, that you will have 4 different ones popping up on your map. And if you have a quest to find a particular one, it might take a little cycling through to find the ones you're looking for. So just try to be patient. So speaking of the tasks, the quests, your to-do lists, that is the meat of what we're doing these for, right? Quest 1 of 4, as usual, will be starting us off easy. Well, relatively easy. One of the things you have to do for Quest 1 is use a tonic for trace detection. Just 1, thankfully. That will get you 3 Bitterroot. Next, you need to collect something off the map twice. Ingredients, portmanteaus, energy, what have you. 2 things up off of the map. That will get you 4 more Snowdrop. Finally, return 5 of the baby unicorn foundables. That will get you 1 Invigoration Drought. For completing Quest 1, you shall receive 550 Wizarding XP, 2 restricted section books, 50 Brilliant Family XP, 1 Dark Detector, and 10 Spell Energy. Quest 2 of 4 will require you to do some work in advance. Well, it doesn't necessarily require, I guess you could do it when the quest asks you, but it's a lot faster if you do this ahead of time. And that is brew any Estimula potion 3 times. You don't have to brew the same one 3 times. You have to brew 3 Estimula potions. Any one of the 3 kinds 3 times. Too many different 3s. Remember, it only counts as having brewed the potion once you pull it out of your cauldron. So if you start those Estimula potions the night before the event, you just pull them out of the cauldron when you get to part 2. They would probably be done by then. Brewing those Estimula potions will get you 1 healing potion. Next, you need to collect 1 Brilliant Event Runestone, which means that you need to get 40 Family XP in order to go up a level to collect a runestone. Which, it doesn't specifically say that you have to collect, brilliant foundables to do that. You could also technically do it from the Portkey, but you need to get enough Brilliant Family XP to collect 1 more runestone. Collecting that runestone will get you 4 more Snowdrop. Finally, you need to return 5 high or higher threat foundables. This may be difficult, especially since there's not any foundables on the map that are going to be boosted. However, I do want to remind you that most of the oddities that you see at night are high or higher. So if you're having trouble finding high or higher threat foundables, try hunting oddities at night. Returning those high or higher threat foundables will get you 1 silver key. For completing Quest 2, you will get 750 Wizarding XP, 75 Brilliant Family XP, 3 restricted books, the Baby Demiguise Registry Image, and more spell energy. Now moving on to Quest 3. Quest 3 is going to have you use Estimula potions, but hey, you just brewed some, so just use the ones you brewed. You need to use 3 Estimula potions, any kind, in a Wizarding Challenge. Specifically, in a Wizarding Challenge in a fortress. That will get you 1 Witch Sharpening Potion. Now, while you're using those Estimula potions in a fortress, make sure you're using a runestone for the Baby Brilliant event, because you also need to collect a Baby Horned Serpent from using a runestone in a Wizarding Challenge. So you can feed 2 birds with 1 scone in this situation. That will get you 1 Wormwood. Finally, the actually hard part of this is finding 10 of the baby hippogriffs. The brilliant baby hippogriffs, not the regular baby hippogriffs. Returning 10 of those foundables will get you 1 silver key. Your reward for completing Quest 3 is 1,250 Wizarding XP, 75 Brilliant Family XP, 5 restricted section books, and 10 spell energy. And finally, we're on to Quest 4. Quest 4 takes place almost entirely in fortresses, almost like Quest 3. Now, Quest 3, you had to do 10 things outside of a fortress Anyway, each one of the tasks within Quest 4 will be rewarding you with 1 spellbook. The first spellbook is given for completing 5 wizarding chambers with 3 other witches or wizards. This is going to be one of those situations where you're hanging out a lot in the night bus. Your second spellbook is given for using potions within a Wizarding Challenge. 5 potions, it doesn't matter which ones. Your final spellbook is given for defeating 15 foes within a Wizarding Challenge. So, if you're going in a high enough chamber that you're needing to use potions, and you've got a bunch of other people there with you, and you have to be there at least 5 times, that only averages out to you having to defeat 3 foes per wizarding chamber. Should be easy as long as you're not in Ruins 1. So the entirety of Quest 4, in theory, can be completed in 5 wizarding challenges on the night bus. Probably a half-hour worth of time. Use a brain elixir for that, by the way. Your rewards for completing Quest 4 are 5 restricted section books, 50 gold, the Baby Grindylow registry image, and 30 spell energy. Now we are on to the bonus challenge. The main reason I tackle the bonus challenge now is because it gives me the opportunity to not have to focus on the port keys during the event. I can get them by finishing the bonus challenge. This bonus challenge also spends a lot of time on the fortresses, so you're going to be using your night bus pass an awful lot. In fact, there's only one that specifically can't happen within a fortress, and that would be collect 45 of the brilliant foundables. The 4 that are available on the map, 45 of them. That will get you 1 spellbook. Use 7 potions. Might I suggest using brain elixirs for how often you're going to be in the fortress? Those 7 potions will get you 1 dawdle draught. Defeat your highest unlocked chamber. Again, Dark 5 again. That will get you 1 spellbook. Defeat 20 foes in wizarding challenges. Again, doing your highest chamber means you're going to get at least a couple towards that. That will get you 1 potent to stimula potion. And finally, you have to collect 10,000 wizarding XP in chambers. Not in general, but in challenges, in the fortress. It's the only place that XP will count. Oy. So please make sure that several of the potions that you're having to use are brain elixirs, because those brain elixirs will help. That will get you 1 more spellbook. Completing the entirety of the bonus challenge will give you 2,000 wizarding XP, 100 brilliant family XP, 1 achievement badge, the giant tentacle registry image, 5 of them, so you don't have to walk the port keys, and 30 spell energy. And now for the tips and tricks on how to get through this brilliant event. We're going to be spending a lot of time in fortresses in this brilliant event. If you cannot safely be leaving your environment, please remember to use the night bus. If you're going to the night bus, make sure that your Wi-Fi is up. You don't want to have to be using a lot of cellular telephone data for that. Also, the night bus is going to be your best option for getting large groups of people when you need to be doing in the chamber with 3 or more people. It's unlikely that you're going to be finding people in regular everyday fortresses, at least not unless you organize something ahead of time. And with social distancing and people trying to stay home, that may not be easy to do. So you're going to be in the night bus, make sure you're on Wi-Fi. Also be patient for your fellow witches and wizards in the night bus. They might be on low bandwidth. They might be dropped from the servers. I know that has happened to both Wolfie and myself several times recently. They might be in the middle of the fortress and then their kid jumps in their lap and they drop their cellular telephone and they're not fighting anymore, and you're like, why? Because they've got a kid in their lap. So, but you don't know that because they're, maybe on the other side of the world. And so, yeah, just be patient with each other. Use empathy. I emphasize the patience in the fortress because I am not good with patience. It's not one of my virtues until now. It has not been one of my virtues until now. It is something I am working on. So please, like me, try not to rage at people who drive you nuts, and remember that they're probably having just as much internet fun as you are. So besides the stimula potions, might I strongly suggest making sure you have enough brain elixirs, making sure that you have healing potions in case you're in there without a magizoologist, make sure you have wit sharpening potions, again, in case you are without a magizoologist, invigoration droughts, in case you really need to be able to hex as many things as possible. And I say hex with the understanding that both Aurors and professors can hex. If you have any theories about what's going on, and especially now that we know that Fowly has some control over what foundables are being collected, if you have any theories, please put them in the comments below. I may not like to share theories so much because I'm all about data and cite your sources, but I do love reading a good theory. Also, if these videos are helpful for you, the like, subscribe, share, They really do help us out. Thank you so much to our patrons. You make all of this possible. And as always, my witches and wizards, remember to keep your eyes peeled, your ears open, and your wands ready. If you can't hear it, that is the sound of cicadas. It is truly summer, so enjoy it as best we can.